It is the 29th of July. Are you wondering why I'm reminding you of the date in the middle of the show? Well, because today is International Tigers Day. It is a day dedicated to highlighting the global decline in tiger population. Today, there are over 5,500 tigers in the world. This is the global number. India is home to over half of the world's tigers. As countries struggle to save their tiger population, India is a success story when it comes to tiger conservation. In fact, India is also in a position to help countries reintroduce tigers to their jungles. No evidence of tigers has been recorded in Cambodia since the year 2007, and India is now reportedly sending tigers to Cambodia. In the coming years, expect more countries to request tigers from India. Can the tiger become a tool of Indian diplomacy? You know, similar to China's panda diplomacy. Also, can India become the world's capital for tiger tourism? The wildcat's history in India is a long and colorful one. Tigers have been hunted in India for centuries. The Maharajas of Rewa believed it was auspicious to slay 109 tigers before war. The Mughal Emperor Jahangir had a list of tigers he had hunted in his lifetime. Celebratory hunts were an integral part of the Raj. King George V and his entourage are believed to have hunted 39 tigers in 10 days. There is a famous picture of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip with a dead tiger in the year 1961. This tiger was reportedly shot by the Duke of Edinburgh in what would later become Ranthambore National Park. This, by the way, was in the same year that Prince Philip became the president of the WWF Worldwide Fund. Irony aside, over the years, some 80,000 tigers were reportedly hunted in India. Their heads can still be found, mounted on walls, and their skins continued to warm floors of colonial cottages. By the 1960s, the tiger was on the brink of extinction in India. In fact, reports say there were only 600 tigers left in Indian jungles. In 1973, India launched Project Tiger. It was aimed at conserving tigers and protecting tiger habitats. The year 2023 marked the 50th anniversary of Project Tiger, and that day authorities in India revealed that the country is now home to 3,167 tigers. That's over half of the global tiger population. Is now the perfect time to promote India as the world's tiger tourism capital? After all, India is a wildlife enthusiast's best bet for spotting the world's most photographed mammal. Today, India has 104 national parks, 52 tiger reserves, 550 wildlife sanctuaries. Tigers are no longer impossible to spot in these parks. What's more, the safari is an experience in itself. These parks are densely forested, filled with wildlife, and they deserve to be promoted to the world. This, of course, while maintaining the guardrails of conservation, something that the Indian authorities have done a good job at. In India, tourists only have access to 20% of the reserve jungle. This ensures safety and privacy for the tigers. Many Indian parks do not allow the use of radios and phones. So if a driver of a jeep happens to spot a tiger, he cannot pick up the radio phone and alert the other drivers in the park. This is unlike what you may have seen in your African safaris, for example, where the radio phone is constantly buzzing. In India, tiger spotting is more organic. If you are in the right place at the right time, you may be lucky enough to spot the big cat. And if you are lucky, you may just have multiple tiger sightings in a single safari. And this is not an easy job by any means, of course. Unlike the African lion, tigers are solitary creatures. Also, unlike the African savanna, India's national parks are densely vegetated. These are dense forests. It's hard to spot the stripes hidden between evergreen trees. But going on a tiger trail in India is an enchanting experience in itself, to say the least. Guides rely on paw prints or pug marks. They listen to alarm calls of the birds and shrieking monkeys to try and spot the tiger. This is an experience that should attract more people from around the world. Also, tiger tourism has enormous potential. Tourism helps bring in the money for conservation. It generates employment. Tiger tourism can also benefit the local communities, of course. And what's more, tourism also helps spread awareness about the tiger and the need to protect these royal animals. Of course, India will have to invest in and modernize infrastructure around the tiger reserves and national parks in order to take India's tiger tourism to the world, starting with better roads leading to the parks, to better hotels where tourists across spending capacity can actually stay. Many national parks and sanctuaries also need more safari vehicles and better informed guides. This is a huge opportunity that India should not miss. India has what it takes to make a roar in wildlife tourism. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.